In one history, a visionary leader rescues a starving republic and secures its borders against a hostile military threat. In another history, an authoritarian ruler suspends the constitution and jails her political rivals. These two realities belong to the same woman, Indira Gandhi. Her 19 years in office provide a high-resolution look at the mechanics of absolute power, how it is seized, how it builds, and how it eventually destroys. We have to ask, how does the same leader who saves a nation from famine and genocide become the person who systematically dismantles its constitutional rights? When Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri died in 1966, a group of powerful party veterans, known as the Syndicate, needed a replacement. They chose Indira Gandhi, believing her famous name would win votes while they dictated policy from the shadows. They openly dismissed her as Gungi Gudiya, the dumb doll. The old guard assumed she was a manageable figurehead who lacked the political spine to challenge their authority. She weaponized that underestimation. While the Syndicate watched the doll, Gandhi was building a personal loyalist network within the states. Within 3 years, she split the party, expelled her former handlers, and seized total control of the government. Surviving early power struggles left her with a specific conviction: shared authority was a liability. Unilateral control was the only safe way to govern. Initially, this centralization worked. By bypassing the friction of a slow-moving parliament, her government executed massive shifts in national policy with speed. During the 1971 crisis, she ignored international pressure, launching a lightning military campaign in East Pakistan. And in 13 days, Indian forces secured the creation of Bangladesh, forcing the surrender of 93,000 Pakistani soldiers, the largest surrender since World War II. At home, she applied that same top-down force to the Green Revolution. By mandating new agricultural technologies and high-yield seeds, she transformed India from a nation dependent on foreign food aid into a self-sufficient exporter. In 1974, she authorized Smiling Buddha, India's first nuclear test, establishing the nation as a nuclear-capable power. For a brief historical window, her unyielding, unilateral nature was viewed not as a threat, but as India's greatest asset. By 1975, the momentum stalled. Economic hardship triggered mass protests, and a high court judge found Gandhi guilty of electoral malpractice, voiding her election. Instead of stepping down, she triggered the ultimate executive override. Minutes before midnight on June 25th, the president, acting on her advice, declared a national emergency, effectively suspending the Constitution. The ensuing crackdown was immediate and absolute. The state cut power to newspapers and arrested opposition leaders in their homes. Under preventive detention, citizens jailed without trial climbed to 100,000. But even more extreme was Sanjay Gandhi's demographic campaign. The state coerced mass sterilizations, recording 1.07 crore procedures in 2 years, targeting the vulnerable. The same state machinery she used to build a nation was now being used to break its people. Voters ousted her in 1977, but a divided opposition allowed her to win back the prime minister's seat by 1980. She returned to her pattern of using aggressive, unilateral tactics to neutralize regional rivals. In Punjab, her party cultivated a fundamentalist preacher named Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. It was a cynical tactical move: use an extremist to split the local Sikh vote and weaken her political opponents. The calculation failed. Bhindranwale turned his followers against the state, occupying the Golden Temple complex, the most sacred Sikh site, fortifying it with heavy weapons. In June 1984, Gandhi responded with Operation Blue Star. She sent army tanks and heavy artillery into the temple complex, resulting in a bloody battle that left hundreds of militants, soldiers, and civilian pilgrims dead. Her lifelong reliance on state force to solve political problems had triggered a collapse of trust that no single policy or military victory could repair. On the morning of October 31st, 1984, the consequences of that force arrived in her own garden. She was assassinated by 2 of her most trusted bodyguards, acting in retaliation for the assault on the Golden Temple. Her death triggered organized anti-Sikh riots across Delhi. In a wave of retaliatory violence, thousands of Sikhs were murdered in the streets, while the state machinery she built stood by and watched. Modern India exists as a food-independent, nuclear-capable power because of her interventions. But for those same reasons, its democratic institutions and social fabric carry deep, permanent scars. Concentrating power in a strong leader provides a mechanism for rapid national transformation, but that efficiency comes with a trade-off: the erosion of the constitutional boundary.